today.
Without the populace, we cannot stand. So in that regard, as Armed Forces Radio, which is a radio station who is a community radio, and we want to give back to the community who made us, to get informations on all what are being required to ensure that the military gets the desired reputation, desired information in line with what the Commander-in-Chief wants us all to achieve as a nation. Now, make we go farm, we thought about it as a way in at which we can encourage the populace to go into farming as a community, because it will always start from a community. And with that, we thought we could sensitize people to be farming even within your house. And now technology has made it more easier for us to understand that even within, no matter how small your house is, you can start up a farming. Now, within the military, we have our own Nigerian Army Farm Ranch, just like we have in the other farm, other services. But Make We Go Farm in the Armed Forces Radio is to ensure that we educate, we make people understand that farming is something we all as individuals need to do to encourage ourselves and not depend solely on the government, to ensure that we can all move and make Nigeria a better country for ourselves. Thank you, and God bless.
A round of applause for them one more time. I am very proud of the military. I represent a surveillance company in US. From 2016 to 2019, I've been able to present on how best we can really do thorough security surveillance across the country. So when I talk on radio boastfully to say that there is no MAGA, let me use that word, permit me, that will step into any farms that is going to be managed by Quebec across this country. Because one, whatever you do, first ensure your hands are clean. I can never be compromised. You know, there are times people look at you and they feel you are doing certain things for people to recognize you or to get attention of government. No, it's not the purpose of attention of government. For 7 years, we have tried as much as possible to get the attention of the government. Past administration, nothing came out. And you know, when you are trying to sell an idea to government, it's very expensive. Are you aware of that? Very, very what? Expensive. I've done that from the 7th National Assembly, 8th National Assembly, security agencies and all that. So, but I can assure Nigerians, and I'm going to plead with Nigerians, May 29 is just by the wayside. Irrespective of your own assessment to this current administration, let's still have hope that Nigeria will get better. If not for anything, on your stomach infrastructure, you have a messenger. And that's why we are saying, send Quebec, and we will what? Deliver. Tell your neighbor, make we go farm. Well, because I don't want to keep our bosses to wait for too long, I want to usher in our directors. You know, sometimes people think Quebec is just a one-man's business. Because you always see me at the social media, you don't see our directors. We have partners. And for certain reasons, we don't present them to the public. Even though you're going to find in our midst today, there are investors in our midst, but we are not going to provide them to the public to say, these are the people who are financing. They are not politicians. They are just concerned Nigerians to get things better. So if you are someone who is interested to invest with us to make sure this initiative goes, all we can guarantee your integrity and your personality will be highly protected. But all we are going to say to you too, we follow all the necessary financial rules. So that we don't become a noise-door neighbor to EFCC. You understand? So we don't want that. But just make sure your funds are clean and we get things done. So before we do that, media, please, can we have our directors? Let us step in. And join me to also welcome the official administrator of the Billionaires Network in Nigeria. A round of applause for them. I said Dr. Noboeze, still out there? Okay. So media, please, you'll be watching a short presentation now. And after that, the commander representative will be. It was my presentation at the Nigerian Diaspora Summit last year. And we told them, let them watch how we are going to grow this initiative. And after that, after the Commander General Representative presentation, we will connect to US. Tell somebody we'll connect to US. We'll be connecting to the chairman, coordinator of the Nigerian Diaspora Investment Summit. We have a lot of Nigerians. I hope you are aware that there is crisis in Dubai. Are you aware of the crisis in Dubai? So a lot of Nigerians are going through a lot, but if Nigeria gets better, safer, you get my point? Things will get better. So quickly, media, let's have that, and we'll move to the next slide. My name is Onakmoma Martins, the founder and president of Quebec Food Processing Industrial Parks Limited. Quebec Food is a registered company, which we have done the registration 2 years back, and we focus on food crops, vegetables. and livestock. We're on a mission to raise transformative capital by converting uncultivated farmlands in rural. My name is Onakmoma Martins, the founder and president of Quebec Food Processing Industrial Parks Limited. Quebec Food is a registered company which we have done the registration 2 years back, and we focus on food crops, fruits, vegetables, and livestock. We're on a mission to raise transformative capital by converting uncultivated farmlands in rural communities into farm estate and setting up a processing plant to open up alternative income. We have so many lands across these countries that are not being used. That's the target to go. What are we requesting for? We're seeking for strategic partners and investors to raise 31 billion. Looks very big. Investors as lenders on senior debt financing structure who can give it to us on 12 months moratoria and 7 years repayment plan. We're offering 9% for the loan tenor. Equity finance, we're ready to give out 20%. The purpose of the fund, 8 billion is required to build Quebec Agritech City and Farm Estate project, which we have talked all over the years with other infrastructure, world-class cassava processing, starch plants, and all that. 1 billion is required to revive existing integrated farms. What we do in Quebec, we have been able to figure out existing integrated farms, estate, processing mills that are financed by Bank of Industry that are lie down because of no provision for refinancing for them to restart. Then 22 billion is required for farming, for food crop across 5 zones in this country. What's the problem? We all know food problem. Everybody's crying for food. Price of food are going up and all that. So because of that, we feel farming is very key, and that's why we initiated the program after last year, NDIS, giving us a platform that was wanted us to talk to Nigerians in diaspora. That led to what we call the Make We Go Farm program. Tell your neighbor, make we go farm. It's a program to sensitize Nigerians to go back to farming. We have a lot of you sitting here this afternoon listening to me. You have vast family lands that are nothing to do about. A few years back, I asked people in Ohajegbema local government in Imo State who turned us to ATM machine for 6 years. ATM machine for 6 years, holding their lands and all that. And I asked them for this year, were you able to save 20,000 naira? The answer is no. For Ghana, people don't sell their land to foreign investors. They go into strategic partnership for years. What they do, there's a certain percentage they give to you, certain amount they give to you yearly. When they start producing, then you earn certain percentage on what the entire facility generates. So secondly is to also connect civil servants to ensure that they come together, cooperatives and all that, because there are a lot of funds by cooperatives on the civil servants end. There are a lot of farmland, real estate land purchase that nothing is being done, and years to come, people are just there, nothing is happening. Let's convert them to farm estates. This will lead to 60 million Nigerian youths to be engaged in agriculture, and I'll tell you why. What's our strategy? What will it contribute? The strategy is to increase food production. We want to introduce what we call health insurance scheme for farmers, which we already have 2 insurance companies that are fighting to get that contract and get it done. So the target to cultivate 200,000 hectares of farmland, translating to 1.2 million Nigerian youths as a pilot phase. Next slide, please. These the same farmers will also contribute to national housing funds and all that and become taxpayers to federal government. Technology transfer will be done to ensure that all our food science, technology students now begin to have ideology on what to do, not to work on e-trees and banks anymore. Next slide. Strategy is simple. We have already sent letter to the presidency, sent to the Honorable Minister for Agriculture to see that the Condemned Ministry of Agriculture can come into this scheme and work very well. Secondly, to promote financial inclusion and access to finance by farmers to ensure that through Quebec Cooperative will work with Bank of Agriculture and other financial institutions. Already Bank of Agriculture has given us a letter to invite us for collaboration on this. Now we work with NIPCOM, Nigerian Diaspora Investment Summit, and all government agencies to make sure that this work. This is a typical design. This design you see is a typical farm estate that will come up in Ebonyi State, fully registered by the Ministry of Land and Survey. Nobody can come there and drag that land. We have done all that. These are the exportable products we want to produce. We talked about cassava last year, but here in NDIS, you have palm oil and rice that you can purchase, and I can tell you, you can't contest that oil and rice in anyone. What you see in Nigeria today is rebag. Secondly, you have rice seedlings that have been recycled, and people just eat whatever they like. But NAFDAC is telling you, what you eat is capable of what saving your life. What you eat is capable of killing you as well. This is our team. Thank you for the time.
Thank you very much for that presentation, Mr. Onokoma.
Thank you, sir.
Your enterprise will be located where?
Beautiful, 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 beautiful.